Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wheelchair Basketball Ottawa Invitational for 2023, presented by Meridian Credit Union. This is the sixth game of the tournament and the last of the day between the USA and the Netherlands. I'm Jackson Starr. Welcome to the Ravens' Nest here at Carleton University in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. The USA comes into this one having won their last game this afternoon against Canada. It was an 85-49 result. The Americans really played well. Steve Serio led the way for the U.S. with 23 points and shot 4 for 4 from the three-point line. He was terrific with three-pointers, and he hit 3 of those in the second quarter. They defeated Canada this afternoon, that is 85-49. As for the Netherlands, they beat Canada as well this morning, 57-37, so a 20-point victory there. And Mendel Opdenoort, who's been terrific for the Netherlands in this tournament, led the way with 27 points, shooting 12 for 8 from the field. And the last time these two teams faced off, USA won 47-44, a low-scoring game, and the U.S. led by as many as 17, but the Netherlands did a good job fighting their way back into it in the fourth quarter and finished off close, losing 47-44. We'll see what this one brings. The U.S. was relentless in its transition offense against Canada this afternoon. The Netherlands did a good job at quelling momentum for Canada and finding points at key moments to get the victory. We'll see what this one brings as we are underway for the final game of this Saturday at the Ottawa Invitational of Wheelchair Basketball 2023. Netherlands on the possession first. Ball batted down there, intended reception there from Trayvon Jennifer, and it's Sanchez who carries it back the other way for the U.S. It's Sanchez out there with Williams, Jordan, Jennifer, as that one goes out of bounds, and then Fabian Romano out there for the U.S. They'll line up against Frank de Jong for the Netherlands, along with Robin Pogenvish, who missed this morning's game, as well as Mendel Opdenoort, as mentioned, Anil Sigil, and Heis Even out there for the Netherlands. Jump ball called on the play. It'll go back into the hands of the U.S. The U.S. also forced a lot of turnovers against Canada in the game this afternoon. And as mentioned, it was a low-scoring affair between these two teams the last time they met yesterday, so we'll see if that replicates itself or if the teams can find some more offense. Both teams have played earlier today, so this is the second for both of them. Williams works his way in, drops it off towards Romo, who misses from near the foul line. And now the Netherlands carrying it back the other way. Just underway here for the third and final game of the day from the Ravens' Nest at Carleton University. Pogenvish on the far side. Leaves it for Even. Heis Even on the near side. Cuts down towards the baseline, puts it up. Also no good. Rebound collected there by Sigil. He'll work it back towards de Jong, and he'll set it up. Over towards the far side, Pogenvish will take that one off the window, and it falls. And the first points of the night go by way of the Netherlands. Good ball movement from the Netherlands off of an offensive rebound. And now Romo for the United States finds Sanchez. Over to Williams. Williams on the far side. Cross-court feed, near side. Romo, he'll put that one up, and he ties the game right back up with catching nothing but net right there for Romo. And it's a 2-2 game early. Now the Netherlands trying to respond. It's de Jong off for Even. Heis Even. Pogenvish on the right side. Delays, has a little bit of space, now goes back up top for de Jong. It's a little bit behind him. Pogenvish not happy, and back the other way comes Williams. Williams all on his own puts that up and lays it in, and the U.S. just like that take a 4-2 lead. So a good start for the Americans despite not holding the majority of the possession. Now Pogenvish back the other way. The Netherlands looking to respond. Even works his way in. Settles things down now as his teammates join him in the offensive half. Even underneath, nice feed towards the middle for Sigil, but it's thwarted away there by the Americans, and they'll turn it back. Foul's going to be called, and that is going to go against Mendel Opdenoort for the Netherlands. So first foul of the game here. We saw a lot in the game between the United States and Canada earlier this afternoon. So we'll see if that trend continues here or if it's a little bit cleaner of a game. Jorge Sanchez now on the near side. Finds Williams. Jacob Williams On the far side, Romo puts that one up, tried to bank it home. It doesn't fall. And now the Netherlands back the other way. De Jong at the top, waiting for an option. Goes for Poggenvish, wide open on the far side. Patient are the Netherlands here. Less than 10 on the shot clock as Updenorth picks it up, goes for even. Heis even, 3 on the shot clock. Even still looking for it, now puts it up, and it rattles out. Got it off just at the nick of time, but couldn't quite complete it. And now back the other way with it are the United States. Near side, Sanchez has an open look. He'll take it, and it rattles out. So Poggenvish gets back onto it. Again, a little bit of a slow start offensively for both of these sides. Netherlands has only made 1 shot so far. Poggenvish has space from the free throw line, fading in, and he knocks that one down. Robin Poggenvish, who, as mentioned, wasn't in the game this morning against Canada. He's back in the lineup here and making an impact, tying the game up. Sanchez now at the top, feeds it to Williams on the far side. Williams back for Romo, feeds it inside. Sanchez had that one bounce away from him, a pass that was behind Sanchez. So Romo a little bit off there, and the Netherlands will get possession right back. 4 minutes having elapsed here in the first quarter. And the Netherlands carrying it back the other way. Poggenvish on the far side, has a lane to the basket, stops up, looks for a passing option. Off for Updenorth. Hasn't pulled the trigger on a shot yet. Even goes back up top for De Jong. Now Poggenvish from long range. He hits nothing but net there for Robin Poggenvish. 5 points early for him, and it's 7-4 for the Netherlands. A big shot there from Poggenvish. Now on the far side, Williams. Back for Romo. Near side, Sanchez. He'll try to answer right back, and he's a little bit short on that 3-point attempt as Poggenvish carries it back. Off the feed from Updenorth. Now even. Heis even has some space, but elects to pass towards Poggenvish. Inside for Updenorth. Right there, he'll put that up, but he's no good. And back the other way with it is Fabian Romo. Romo up the right side, and a foul is going to be called. Whistle goes. So we'll see who it's going to be against. No indication yet from the official. Looks like it will go against the Netherlands. It will, in fact, go against the Netherlands, so it'll stay with the U.S. here on this side of the floor with 4:56 left to go here in the first. 7-4 Netherlands lead. Big 3-point shot from Robin Poggenvish. Jordan to inbound. Goes for Romo. A lot of touches for Romo so far. Finds Williams. Jacob Williams feeds it underneath. Jennifer trying to finish that one off and does so. Trayvon Jennifer also had a good game against Canada this afternoon. 15 points, 6 for 6 from the field, and he's 1 for 1 right there with a nice shot to make it a 1-point game. De Jong for even on the near side. Even back for De Jong. Fading in, takes that shot. Just a little bit strong on that one. And now Jennifer back onto it for the United States, trying to give them the lead. Jennifer, a lot of space on this right side. Feeding towards the middle for Sanchez. Gets it back to Jennifer. Over for Williams. Williams will pull the trigger there. Rolls in and out. So unfortunate there for Williams, who's one of the premier players for this American side. And now back the other way, it is the Netherlands. Feed inside, intended pass for Updenorth, picked off. It was Poggenvish who tried to feed him. And now back with it is Jennifer. Trayvon Jennifer, quick in transition. Feed towards the far side, Romo delays. Updenorth trying to get in his way, and that's going to be a foul as Updenorth, a little bit too much contact on that shot. So Romo will go to the line shooting 2. Foul up against Mendel Updenorth, his second foul so far. And Romo set to shoot 2 from the line. First one a little bit off for Romo, who had 4 points this afternoon against Canada. He's able to knock down his second one there and tie this game up at 7. So a close, low-scoring first quarter so far between these two teams. A lot of physicality so far, similar to like what we saw the last time these two teams met up. But the U.S. was able to separate a little bit more than this. The Netherlands with a little bit more ferocity so far. As it's Poggenvish trying to answer for the Netherlands. Finds Opdenorth. Mendel Opdenorth. Puts that one up, and that one's good. Mendel Opdenorth from mid-range gives the Netherlands a 2-point lead right back. Now back with it are the United States. Looks like they're set to make a flurry of changes as we've seen from the Americans in this tournament regularly. Sanchez back the other way. Sanchez towards the outside. Romo puts that one up off the window and in, and that ties things right back up at 9-9. So good work there for Romo. And now the Netherlands looking to respond. And it looks like a completely new lineup coming in for the Americans. They'll make 5 changes coming up as Poggenvish feeds it back up top for De Jong. Goes outside on the right for Heis Even. Comes back beyond 3-point. He fires and hits. A nice shot from Heis Even from long range. Couple 3-pointers in the game so far for the Netherlands. And that makes it a 12-9 lead for the Dutch. Now back the other way on the near side, Romo. Off towards Sanchez. Romo again. Cuts back. Has space. He'll take it, trying to answer right back. Unable to do so, though. And now back with it are the Netherlands trying to add to their lead. A 3-point lead. Poggenvish goes for Heis Even. Even trying to ring it once again, unable to. And back the other way with it is Williams off of the rebound. Williams, nice move to keep it alive, and finds Jennifer. Jennifer working his way through, cuts back and finds Williams. Williams puts that one up, and that one is good. So Williams, an open look, and he hits. Again, one of those solid players for the United States, and he's able to make it a 1-point game. So a close first quarter here so far. Minute 25 left to go. Feed into the paint, intended for Even, is cut off. Those long stretch passes haven't worked so far for the Netherlands, and the United States able to get back onto it. Williams trying to continue his strong start, feeds it over for Jennifer. He'll lay that one up, but not in. His first miss of the day, including last game, and now it ricochets out. We'll see who the officials determine get to it. It's going to be the Netherlands who get possession back, but not before we see a flurry of changes from the United States. A complete new lineup coming out, including Steve Serio, who, as mentioned, had a terrific game this afternoon, Corey Rossi, Ryan Neiswender, Brian Bell, and Jeremy Meyer, all out there for the United States against the same unit for the Netherlands as Poggenvish advances it up the floor. Poggenvish back for Even. Even works his way in, puts it up, and it rattles home. So a nice shot from Heis Even, making it a 3-point game once again, 45 left here in the first quarter. Serio, first touch for him of the day after he comes in off the bench. Meyer feeds it underneath. Neiswender back for Bell. Good ball movement from the Americans, and it's Serio who hits his first shot. A nice shot from Serio. Continuing where he left off earlier today. And it's a 1-point Netherlands lead. 1 second difference between shot clock and game clock, and the Netherlands turn it over there. Another aerial pass that doesn't go their way. And now no shot clock as we're into the final 10 seconds of this one. Bell goes for Serio. He'll try to put one in again. It rattles out, though. Picked up by Opdenorth. He'll lose the handle on it, though. And Bell puts it up, no good, as he'll get one more look on it and finish it off. A big bucket at the end for the United States off a turnover from Opdenorth. And the United States goes into the break up by 1, 15-14. An eventful and very close first quarter of action. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the second quarter from the Ravens' Nest at Carleton University. Welcome back to the Ravens Nest here at Carleton University in Ottawa, Ontario. It's the Netherlands and the United States, and the U.S. up 15-14 after one quarter of action. As we're underway with the second quarter, and a couple of new faces out there for the Netherlands as Mustafa Korkmaz has it. Finds Mendel Opdenorth. Opdenorth trying to work his way in, puts that one up, no good. Trying to get on his rebound, he does. Able to stay balanced as well, puts another one up, and he finishes it off, surrounded by about 3 American players right there, but he was able to finish it nonetheless. So a nice shot from Mendel Opdenorth. And now the United States trying to answer. Steve Serio inside for Bell, foul on the ground it looks like. And it's going to go against the Netherlands, so the U.S. will just retain possession. And Mayer will inbound for the U.S. Inbound goes towards Nijswender and now Serio. 10 on the shot clock for the U.S. Serio on the outside. We'll see if he takes a look. Feeds it off top for Mayer. He'll let that one fly. Rolls out, that is. Picked up, though, on the rebound nicely by Rossi. Feeds it out, and a foul is called. Did they call a foul? My apologies. They're just going to reset as someone took a tumble on the floor, and now Serio has it with 5 now on the shot clock. Mayer from above the foul line misses. Rossi, another offensive board, works it back out for Bell. He'll go for Serio. The U.S. resets, so a couple big offensive rebounds for Rossi. On this near side, Bell finds Serio again. Caught up, but still looking for a shot. At the end of the shot clock, he hits. Serio, a clutch shot right there. And that gives the U.S. the lead right back. So a lot of lead changes here early on in the second. Opdenorth stretches it out towards DeBoer. Patrick DeBoer into the game. Mustafa Korkmaz was injured early in the tournament, but back for the Netherlands and has played a big role for his team. In for Opdenorth. He'll put that up a little bit off, and it's picked up off the rebound by the United States. So trying to work Opdenorth inside are the Americans, and didn't work on that attempt. As the Netherlands back defending the other way with the Americans onto it. Mayer on the far side. Mayer goes back up top for Nijswender. Back for Mayer. Puts that one up and it rattles home. A nice shot from Nijswender. From Mayer, that is. And that extends the Americans' lead. We'll see if the Netherlands can respond and keep it a little bit closer here. 19-16. Remember last game, it was the Americans who really separated in the second quarter against Canada. And this top unit they have out there, very, very strong. Serio, lots of space from an open look for 3, and he hits it. A big shot from Steve Serio. Went 4 for 4 from right there in his first game today. And able to knock down another triple right there to extend the lead 22-16. A timeout called by the Netherlands to try and talk things over. So the Netherlands going to want to regroup here. Very, very strong first quarter for them to stand pat with the U.S., but remember that Brian Bell bucket at the end of the first quarter from a momentum standpoint. They would have gone in down by 1, but instead, off of an offensive turnover from the hands of Mendel Opdenorth, Bell scores. That's a big point of momentum going into the quarter break. And then coming out for this one, the U.S. has really, really captured it and separated a little bit so far. So we'll see if that continues. 5 points for Fabian Romo in the first quarter. He is on the bench right now, but was very, very productive. Jorge Sanchez, who also started, went 0 for 2, so he struggled a little bit earlier on in the tournament. Got it going a little bit past couple of games, but unable to get a point so far in this one. As for the Netherlands, Robin Pogenvish has 7 points as of right now, so a strong start for him, and Gijs Even has also been very strong for the Netherlands. He's got 5 so far. Even though not on the floor, as it's into the hands of Quinton Santigne, who we haven't seen yet today, but he's on it and now feeds Opdenorth, who's got a streaking lane to the basket, lays it up and it falls. A nice shot from Mendel Opdenorth, trying to answer back for the Netherlands. Bell leaves it for Serio. Serio fouled there by Korkmaz, and it'll be side out for the Americans. So Korkmaz's first foul of the game. Team's second so far of the quarter. Inbound goes towards Meyer. Finds Bell. Bell has some space, chooses Serio on the far side. Back to Meyer at the top. Now Bell near side. Some space for a shot, just comes up short. Had a good line though. And now back the other way with it are the Netherlands. Trying to work back up the floor. Santinje settling things down in the middle, finding Opdenorth. Mendel Opdenorth goes towards Korkmaz on the near side. Korkmaz has a lane to the basket, drives his way just below, tries to turn back, and 3 in the key, so a turnover called against the Netherlands. The U.S. doing a good job to force that, and the U.S. will get it back as well. Inbound goes towards Meyer. Jeremy Meyer carrying it up the floor for the United States. Goes to Bell on the near side. Bell back for Meyer. Across for Serio. Serio delays. Thought about a long 2. Now goes back for Meyer from 3. That one's short. It'll roll out, and the Netherlands will get it back. So a miss there for Meyer after a good look from him. And the Netherlands now trying to fight their way back in a 4-point game for the U.S., 22-18. Mustafa Korkmaz trying to make his way around Bell, finds Mendel Opdenorth. Opdenorth delays, moving backwards, hits that shot off of the backboard as well. A nice shot from Mendel Opdenorth, and it's a 2-point United States advantage. Serio for Meyer and Bell. These 3 trading the basketball around offensively for the U.S. Meyer thought about a 3, goes back for Serio. Across for Bell. Bell puts that one up. Tried to bank it off the window, no good. And now back with it are the Netherlands. Santinje finds Korkmaz. Mustafa Korkmaz. For Santinje and Opdenorth. Opdenorth for Korkmaz. Korkmaz tries to hit that long 2. Just rolls out though, and the U.S. back on it. Trying to attack in transition. The Netherlands getting back with 4. Now trying to attack 5-on-4 are the Americans. Meyer on the far side. Feeds it underneath. Nice pass for Neiswender, who finishes that off. A nice play in front for the Americans. No stagnation in that offense. Very, very fluid towards the basket. And they're able to finish it off right there. Korkmaz trying to answer right back for the Netherlands. U.S. tying 2 up, so basically a 3-on-3 battle in this side of the court. And Korkmaz trying to read it. He'll take that shot. Tries to bank it in. No good. Collected by the Americans, who lead by 4, trying to add to it. Rossi took a little bit of a tumble through contact, and now Meyer. Again, thought about an open look for 3. Roams in, takes that 2-point shot. No good. And the Netherlands back onto it once again. Santinje trying to work it up quickly. Trying to get towards the basket. Fended off by Rossi. Inside for Opdenorth. Opdenorth with a good look. Tried to bang it in. No good. Serio tries to get to it. Rossi hustling there. It'll roll out and stick with the Netherlands. 14 on the shot clock. And 3 players coming into the game for the United States. Salazar coming in, Jorge Salazar for the U.S., as well as Jacob Williams back into the game. And we will see Trayvon Jennifer check back in as well. So 3:52 left to go here in the second quarter. The Netherlands trailing by 4 with possession. Santinje finds Korkmaz near side. Korkmaz has some space, goes back for Santinje, inside for Opdenorth. Mendel Opdenorth puts it up, and it rattles out. Rebound collected by Jennifer. He'll drop it off for Rossi, who in turn finds Serio. Steve Serio up the right side. Cutting his way back, trying to add to the American lead right now. Puts it up and puts it through. Steve Serio collects a couple of points, and it's a 26-20 lead for the U.S. Timeout called by the Netherlands. with 3:21 left to go here in the second quarter. Some great work offensively by the Americans. Again, Bell, Serio, and Meyer really shooting the rock around here. They're really passing it nicely in the offensive half, creating space for each other, letting shots go, and have all been pretty consistent with their shooting so far in this one to give the Americans a 6-point lead. But the Netherlands are still hanging around, playing some relatively strong defense. Offensively, they're still making their shots. Updenorth in the middle is really who they're trying to key on, it seems. And we'll see if he can continue to play a big role as he has for the Netherlands throughout. Poginvish, who we haven't seen throughout the entirety of the second quarter yet. We'll see if he comes back in. He had a big first quarter, as mentioned, 7 points. So will he play an impact once again as well? We'll see what the Netherlands decide to do. With 3:21 left to go here in the first half, 26-20, the Americans lead. Final game of the day here on the Saturday of this Wheelchair Basketball Ottawa Invitational for 2023 between the Netherlands, Canada, and the United States. It's the U.S. and the Netherlands in this one. Semifinal tomorrow morning, and the final coming up at 12:30 tomorrow as well. Poginvish, as mentioned, back into the game, trying to find an option, defended by Rossi. Americans killing off a chunk of the Netherlands shot clock here as Updenorth picks it up, finds Korkmaz. Korkmaz with 5 on the shot clock, rotates back, trying to find some space, moves in, finds Updenorth at the end of the shot clock. He can't hit. Tough shot there from Mendel Updenorth as well. Not a terrific look for the Netherlands. And now back the other way with it is Jacob Williams. Williams feeds it underneath, whistle goes. And that's going to be a turnover for the United States, with Netherlands getting it back. 2:46 left to go here in the second. Inbound for Poginvish, defended by Rossi once again. Goes all the way for Mustafa Korkmaz. Korkmaz swivels back and leaves it for Poginvish. He's got a lane and some space to maneuver up this left side. Now cycles back, feeds it for Korkmaz on the far side. They've switched here with Korkmaz on the right. And now it's up into the hands of Santigné. Fading away, puts that shot up. He's fouled at the tail end of the shot clock. The U.S. bench doesn't like it. 2 shots, though, coming for Santigné, trying to make it a 4-point game. Now, good clock management there from Santigné, reading that the shot clock was down. Even if it's a tough shot, maybe you draw a foul. Exactly able to do that and go into the line, trying to put 2 more points on the board. First one rattles out, though, so he'll try to make it a 5-point game here. Santigné, again, a guy who's gotten a lot of touches for the Netherlands, a lot of playing time in this tournament. Able to knock his second one down, and as mentioned, a 5-point game now with the United States in front, 26-21. Steve Serio on possession, feeds Williams. Williams cycling back, looking for an option, finds Rossi. Rossi back for Serio near side. Inside feed, Jennifer puts it up and finishes. The quick hands of Serio to find Jennifer. And it's a perfect play from the U.S. to add 2 points onto the board. 28-21 with less than 2 minutes left in the first half here. Mendel Updenorth. Cycles back at the top. Updenorth trying to carry in, but an offensive foul is going to go against the Netherlands, and they'll turn it right back over into the Americans' hands. With a player down, Mustafa Korkmaz now getting back up on his chair as the U.S. will get it back. Serio set to inbound. Goes towards Williams. Williams back for Serio. Serio goes for Williams once again. Inside feed towards Jennifer. Behind the back, tries to put that one off. Tough shot. And now the Netherlands back with it, trying to answer. Close the gap a little bit out here. Going into the break. Poginvish cycling back, takes a look, feeds Korkmaz near side. Korkmaz with a long 2, just a little bit off there. Maybe tried to bank it home and didn't have the angle. And now Williams back the other way for the Americans. Williams has a lane. Foul is going to be called. No basket there, as the U.S. will retain possession on the foul. So the 4th foul of the quarter for the Netherlands. And again, Rossi will inbound for the U.S. here. 1:09 left in the first half. 28-21 in favor of the Americans. Underneath Jennifer, he's fouled, can't finish it off. And a little bit disappointed of himself after that, but definitely pleased to draw the foul. So Zantigne called for the foul. That's the 5th of the quarter for the Netherlands, so the U.S. in the bonus. It was a shooting foul, though, so Jennifer to the line, shooting 2. Able to knock down his first one, Jennifer, who's been very, very solid for the United States as well. A very, very deep U.S. roster here. Strong team. Misses his second as Poginovic picks it up, feeds it up and ahead for Zantigne. Zantigne with a minute left to go here in the first half. Cycling back, looking for some support. Poginovic trying to join him up the north, able to stay on his chair as Korkmaz cuts in and finishes it off. And the Netherlands able to make a shot here, create some space offensively, and make a bucket to make it 29-23. The U.S. trying to answer right back. Jennifer, inside feed, Williams right underneath, puts it up, and he finishes it off. The speed and transition of the Americans, very, very strong and on display right there to add a couple points on the board. Nearly turned over, 25 seconds left. Fed up the floor, though. Zantigne feeds it for Korkmaz streaking in. He'll put that one up and finishes off. So a couple layup buckets for Korkmaz. 31-25. Last possession here with 12 seconds left of the first half. It'll go for Serio on the near side. Serio met by pressure. 6 seconds left. Serio feeds it over towards Salazar. He puts that one up and finishes it at the horn. Salazar with a big bucket to finish it off. It's 33-25 for the Americans after one half of play here this evening. And the Americans doing a good job separating a little bit, but the Netherlands trying to hang around as much as they can. We'll see if they can make adjustments to battle their way back as they did in the first time these two teams faced off. Again, 33-25 for the Americans. We'll take a quick break and be right back with third quarter action from the Ravens' Nest at Carleton University. Welcome back to the Wheelchair Basketball Ottawa Invitational 2023 presented by Meridian Credit Union. I'm Jackson Starr as we get set for second half action here from the Ravens Nest at Carleton University in Ottawa, Ontario. It's the Netherlands and the U.S. 33 for the U.S., 25 for the Netherlands. And the U.S. looking to continue what was a strong second quarter for them and try to build on that lead to close this one out. The U.S. coming in 2-1 on the tournament so far. The Netherlands 1-2, winning their first game this morning against Canada. So we're underway for the second half with Steve Serio on it. Cross-court feed towards Jorge Sanchez. Back for Serio. Serio onto the top, and now Sanchez once again on the far side. Misses there, collected by the Netherlands. And if you're the Netherlands, that's what you want to do. Keep shots to the outside on defense and then attack the rim as well. We'll see what they can do here as Heis Even, who had a strong first quarter, picks up the basketball. Even underneath, nice feed for DeYoung. Got spun around a little bit, and now Even forced to put that one up. It rattles around but then falls, and the first bucket of the second half goes to the Netherlands. 33-27. Still a lot of runway to go here for both of these sides. A close game. Underneath and now back up top towards Neiswender. Tries to hit, but he's off there. So the U.S. 0 for 2 out of the gate here in the third quarter. And it's Poggenvish who leaves it for DeYoung. DeYoung for Mendel Opdenorth. Opdenorth puts it up and through. Mendel Opdenorth continuing what's been a terrific tournament for him. And adds on, making it a 4-point game once again. So the Netherlands 4-0 out of the break here, and Serio trying to get the U.S. on the board. Serio goes across towards Neiswender. Takes a look. Back for Sanchez. Serio, Sanchez. Neiswender, he'll put that one up. Rattles out, so the U.S. yet to make a shot here in the second half. And again, the Netherlands doing a good job keeping them to the outside, with the Dutch working it back the other way. Poggenvish lets it fly from three, unable to hit though. Was going to make it a 1-point game if he did hit it. But now it's the USA carrying it back. Serio up the right side, trying to get in towards the basket underneath. Feed towards Salazar. Ricochets away from him though, and the Netherlands able to pick it up. So the US tried to get in towards the basket, but the Netherlands thwarted out. Opdenorth underneath, hard contact. Opdenorth unable to hit, but it stays with the Netherlands. An offensive rebound. Poggenvish works his way towards the right. Back over for Even. Even puts it off the window and through. Heis Even. And just like that, it's a 2-point game as the Netherlands have gone on a big run right out of the gate here in the third quarter as Sanchez collects it. The U.S. trying to still find its first points of the third quarter. Sanchez near side. Has some space for an open two. Doesn't get that one. Offensive board for Salazar, and he doesn't get it. Tries to get it again, and he's fouled. So good work there from Salazar to induce a foul through a couple of offensive rebounds. And he'll go to the line and try to extend the U.S. lead. Credit the Netherlands. They've fought their way back into this one early here in the third. U.S. yet to make any adjustments lineup-wise to respond to that. We'll see if they can put a couple points on the board here. Salazar, a little bit strong on his first attempt. Salazar 2 points so far on the evening. Serio leads the U.S. with 9 points so far. Knocks down his second one there. 3-point game now in favor of the Americans. And it's the Netherlands who work it back out. Robin Poggenvish tries to work it in, feeds it for Heis Even. Even knocked towards Opdenorth, who's fouled and one. Count the basket, and Opdenorth will go to the line to try and tie this game up. And the big players coming through for the Netherlands here offensively, and now the U.S. will make a change with Fabian Romo coming back into the game. Romo's got 5 points so far, strong first quarter for him. And Opdenorth trying to tie this game up. Knocks it through, tied at 34. So the Netherlands have battled their way back, much like they did in the fourth quarter of the last time these two teams played yesterday evening. It's once again tied up now. And now Romo off the bench looking to answer right back, and he finally gets the Americans on the board with a shot from the field, not from the free throw line. And now Heiss Even trying to answer back. 36-34 for the U.S. Even feeds it underneath. Opdenorth puts it up and puts it through. A nice pass and a nice finish from Heiss Even to find Mendel Opdenorth, who finished it off. And now back the other way with it are the Americans trying to respond. Tied back up at 36. Romo back up top. Neiswender finds Serio. Serio underneath for Salazar. Foul's called. They played the continuation. And it's going to be a foul on the ground, so the U.S. will retain possession. A fresh 14 seconds for them with 6:04 left in the third. John Boye into the game. Feeds it for Salazar, who banks that one in. Salazar in the paint, doing a good job there. And an entanglement here back near the Netherlands bucket, but everyone's able to separate, and the Netherlands carry it back up the floor. Even from three-point range, takes that one, no good. Rolls towards the side and nearly kept alive there by Anil Siegel, but it'll roll out. And the clock continued to run, so they'll reset the clock to 6:02 from 5:53 where it is now before the U.S. inbound. So the clock just continued to run. But they'll reset it. Officials waiting on that. So again, a strong pushback here from the Netherlands to make it now a 2-point game, but to tie the game a little bit earlier on. And now the U.S. trying to extend its lead. Fabian Romo working his way in, off towards Salazar. Serio on the near side, up top in the middle. Neiswender finds Romo for three, and he hits. Fabian Romo from downtown to extend the U.S. lead to 5 here. After the Netherlands fight back, it's the U.S. who are finally making some shots here in the third. And a foul's going to be called. It'll go against the U.S. It's going to be John Boye. Just was waiting for the official call there to see exactly what it was going to be. Boye's first foul, so the Netherlands will retain possession. 16 now on the shot clock. Inbound goes towards Heiss Even, cutting towards the basket. Puts that one up. Foul and one. Heiss Even, physical drive to the basket, finishes it off, trying to complete the three-point play. Some very, very physical and intense basketball here between these two teams. Different than what we've seen last time, at least from the amount of points that were put up. We're almost at the total amount of points that were put up between these two teams last game they played last night. But the physicality on display as Mendel Opdenorth checks out for Arie Twirt, number 17 for the Netherlands. Heiss Even short on that one, so the 2 points count, but unable to finish up the three-point play. 41-38 for the Americans. They'll try to extend the lead right back. It's Fabian Romo. Back up top for Neiswender. Romo gets it back. Romo cuts towards the outside. Back up top, Neiswender. From the foul line, tries that one. A little bit strong on that shot. And it's Pogenvish who carries it back for the Netherlands. Arie Twirt, his first touch on the ball. Trying to create some space, finds Pogenvish. Trying to weave his way towards the basket, but is forced back. Now takes a mid-range two, a little bit off there on that release. And now back the other way, quick in transition. Romo trying to catch up to it. Has to settle back. They were trying to catch the Netherlands off guard. But Romo forced back and waiting for some support from his teammates. Romo, an open look from beyond the arc. He'll let it fly, and it rattles home. How about that? A lucky roll, but the U.S. will take it. And they pick up a three-point shot that makes it a 44-38 game. Wow, big shot there from Romo. You'll take that roll any day of the week. And now back the other way. The pass from Pogenvish to try and pick out Siegel. May have hit him in the face there, but he seems okay getting back. And now the U.S. again looking to extend its lead. Romo working his way in, puts that off the window, not good. Picked up by Pogenvish. And now the Netherlands in transition. 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Pogenvish still with it, Stops up. Feeds it towards the far side for Even. Even had an open look for a moment. Nice feed towards De Jong, but he can't come through on that shot. Well played offensive series there for the Netherlands, but unable to come up with points. And now on the near side, Romo. Will he let it fly again? No. Chooses the pass to Boye. He'll put that one up, and that one short. Comes back to him, though. Finds Serio. And Serio will reset. Serio, 7 on the shot clock. Thought about a three-point shot. Now feeds Nijswender. Puts it up. Again, a little bit strong, so Nijswender having a little bit of a tough night from the field. And it's Poggenvish back the other way for the Netherlands. 44-38 for the U.S. Poggenvish. Up the right side. Feeds it for Even. Goes to the far side. Twirt. Twirt takes that two-point shot. Comes up a little bit short on that one. And it's the U.S. back on it. 44-38 as mentioned. Serio, as going down on the play there was Anil Sigil. And it looks like they'll reset here with the U.S. keeping possession. And the U.S. again going to make a flurry of changes to their lineup with Brian Bell coming into the game, as well as Jacob Williams back in, Jeremy Meyer, and Talon Jordan. So 4 subs. The only one staying out there is John Boye. So the U.S. will retain possession, 24 on the shot clock, 2:46 left here in the third. And we'll see if any of these guys can have a big impact. Serio is out for the U.S., and now Boye checks out as well. So a fresh new lineup out there for the United States to most likely end this third quarter with that advantage. We'll see if the Netherlands respond in any way. Meyer off the inbound, goes towards the far side. Fabian Romo. Romo reworks it back toward Meyer. Meyer on the near side for Williams, and the shot clock is going to go, and I don't think the U.S. was aware of that whatsoever. Looked like they were still trying to work it around the outside, but the shot clock goes, and a couple of subs coming into the game for the Netherlands. Mendel up the north back into the game. Joining him is Jory Van Trier, as Up the North picks it up off the inbound from Twirt. Beller's also into the game for the Netherlands. He's got it, now feeds Even. A drive to the basket, Even fouled, can't finish it off, but he's able to get to the line. Gijs Even reading some space up the middle and driving towards the basket. Did a good job right there. And we'll see if he can knock down a couple free ones here to make it a 4-point game. First shot's good from Even. Even's been very effective for the Netherlands throughout the tournament, really. Had 5 shots through the first half. Able to knock down 2 right there, and it's a 44-40 scoreline. Brian Bell on possession. Finds Romo off towards Williams. On the near side, Williams for Meyer. He'll take that long 2. There's a foul. They will not count the basket. It's an offensive foul. The U.S. really displeased with that call, but it goes by way of the Netherlands, and they'll get the ball back with a chance to make it a 2 or 3 point game. 2 or 1 point game, I should say. Twirt still with it, working in, feeds it in the middle, Obdenorth towards the basket, a little bit too strong, Even on the board, he's fouled and finishes it off. Oh, they call it on the ground, no basket, a late call, and Even a little bit surprised after that, I believe. Nonetheless, the Netherlands are in the bonus, so he will go to the line. And Even, who's been very, very effective for the Netherlands so far in this one, going to the line. And a chance to add 2 more points on and make it a 2-point game yet again. So a close one on tap here. Even, first one rattles out. He's got his second one to try and make it a 3-point game. And he's able to knock that one down. So Gijs Even with some big shots. 44-41, less than 2 minutes left here in the third. And it's Romo. Works it for Meyer on the outside. He'll let that one go. It rattles around but falls out. And Twirt gets it back. Ari Twirt up the left side. Trying to work his way in now. Feeds it in towards the middle. Even back for Twirt. Puts it up and finishes it off. Nice ball movement from the Netherlands. Even with a nice read to pick out Twirt. Had some open space on that far wing. And he's able to work it in, finish it off, and make it a 1-point game. Meyer tries to answer back for the U.S., feeding Romo. Romo back for Meyer. An open look from beyond the arc for Meyer, and he comes up empty-handed there. It rattles away. So the Netherlands fighting their way back into this one with a chance on this possession to try and take the lead. Feed goes in towards De Jong for the Netherlands. Towards Twirt. A minute left to go here in the third. Twirt working his way in. Twirt spins, finds Even, gives it back for Twirt. Nice move. He puts that backhand shot up. It rattles around and falls. Ari Twirt, again, some great ball movement between him and Gijs Even. And it's a 45-44 lead for the Netherlands. Now the U.S. looking to respond back the other way. Less than a minute left to go here in the third. Meyer, back off for Bell. Bell picks out Romo. Romo gonna let it fly from three, and he hits nothing but net. Big shot from Fabian Romo. It's a 2-point lead for the U.S. What a big shot right there. Final possession right here, the third quarter for the Netherlands, trying to answer back. De Jong will slow things down, feeding Twirt on the far side. Works his way in, finding Even. Even back for Updenorth. Updenorth. 4 seconds left for Twirt from beyond the arc, just a little bit off, and that will do it for the third quarter. A very, very eventful and entertaining third quarter of basketball right there. It's 47-45 for the U.S. over the Netherlands. We'll have 10 more minutes of action coming up on the other end of the break from the Ravens' Nest at Carleton University. Welcome back to the Ravens' Nest here at Carleton University for the fourth and final quarter of this game between the Netherlands and the USA. It's been a great one so far. The Netherlands looking to battle their way back. They've done a good job at doing so far. 47-45, they trail, but trying to tie the game up right here, first possession of the fourth. Twirt inside, Opdenorth puts it up. It rattles once again around and falls as that one bounced off of the rim a couple of times before falling. 17 points for Opdenorth now. He's been terrific, and the game is tied. Williams on the far side. Meyer feeds Sanchez. Try to bounce that one in. It doesn't go, and it's a 47-47 game still with the Netherlands trying to take the lead. Opdenorth hands it off for Twirt. Twirt underneath for Opdenorth. Off balance, he makes that shot. Nice one from Mendel Opdenorth. 19 now for him on the night. Terrific performance for him. And it's Williams who finds Meyer. Meyer off for Williams. Williams feeds Bell. Bell for Meyer. He'll put that one up and tries to answer back, but unable to. Picked up by Mendel Opdenorth. With the Netherlands now in the lead. 2 points, 49-47. Opdenorth feeds it towards the far side. Twirt works his way in. Now takes that shot, and it's good. Arie Twirt has been very good for the Netherlands here tonight. And continues a strong showing with a couple of points right there. The U.S. trying to answer back, now down by 4. Williams in for Bell, fouled, but the shot doesn't go. So 2 shots, it seems, coming for Bell. And foul's going to go against Opdenorth. His 4th already for Opdenorth. So something to follow as well, that. Can he stay clean? Because a very, very key player in foul trouble early here in the 4th quarter. As Bell short on his first attempt. And it's still a 4-point game in favor of the Netherlands, so trying to cut it to a 3-point deficit. Bell able to do so. Twirt set to inbound for the Netherlands. 8:20 left in the 4th. Twirt gets it back. Carries it up the floor. Arie Twirt on the left side. Feeds it over for Opdenorth. He'll put that one up. It just falls short after bouncing off the front of the rim, and a quick transition play here for Bell. USA hasn't been as good in transition in the second half, but still trying to create something. Now they're forced back with the Netherlands getting back in time. Sanchez on the near side. Off towards Williams. He'll put that one up. Just comes up short. And now back the other way with it are the Netherlands. 7:40 left here in the 4th. Trailing by 3 are the Americans. And the Netherlands trying to add to their lead right here. Twirt trying to work it loose. Now takes that shot. It falls. Arie Twirt. What can be said? A terrific performance for him so far in this one. 53-48 lead for the Netherlands. Sanchez trying to work his way in. Foul, then he finishes it off. No, the basket's waved off. Not exactly sure why. And Sanchez is under the same impression as me. Not really understanding why the basket was called off, but still, they call it on the ground, and it'll stay with the U.S. And the Americans will also make a slew of changes to their lineup with John Bowie coming in, Steve Serio, as well as Trayvon Jennifer. So bringing in some of their big guns to try and fight their way back into this one. Down by 5, Serio inbounds towards Williams. Williams on this left side. Feeds Bell at the foul line. Serio works his way in, now puts that one up and hits. Off the bench, just like that, 2 points for Steve Serio. And a big one to reduce it to a 3-point Netherlands lead. Still a lot of time left. Whistle goes, they'll reset. As it was one of the Netherlands players who took a spill. He's going to need some help getting back up. Before the Netherlands just had to inbound with Frank de Jong. And maybe an injury on the floor as well. We'll see. No, just some help getting up. Needed help getting up. As it was Jory Van Trier who was down. Needed some help. But he's okay. Back up on his chair, thankfully. And the Netherlands with a chance to try and answer back that made shot from Serio right off the bench. Twirt, who's been terrific in this 4th quarter so far for the Netherlands. Arie Twirt goes for Mendel Opdenorth. An unintended pass back for Twirt, who misses, and it's over the head of Jory Van Trier. into the hands of the U.S., trying to answer right back. Down by 3. Serio goes for Williams on the near side. Williams tried to feed it underneath for Bell. It's deflected and picked up by Jennifer. Off for Williams. Williams out for Bell. Bell finds Serio. 6 on the shot clock. Serio is going to take from that angle. It doesn't fall, and it's picked up by the Netherlands. Mendo Opdenorth. Back the other way. Again, sitting on 4 fouls. On that far side, nice pass for Tvielt. Tvielt almost lost the handle there, but still maintains possession. Now puts it up. It rattles, but then doesn't fall. And now back come the U.S. back the other way. 5:45 left in the fourth. Serio out for Williams, puts it up. That one finds the net. Nice shot from Williams, and a timeout's called by the Netherlands. They'll want to talk things over with the U.S. making it a 1-point game. They've fought their way back after the Netherlands got off to a very strong start in this fourth quarter, and we'll see if the U.S. can still battle back or the Netherlands can maintain their lead. The Government of Canada is proud to support Canada's wheelchair basketball athletes from playground to podium in their pursuit of sporting excellence. Toyota Canada is also the proud mobility partner of Wheelchair Basketball Canada. Toyota's partnership with Wheelchair Basketball Canada represents their commitment to mobility and movement for all through vehicles, sport experiences, and more. So thank you, Toyota Canada, for their support of wheelchair basketball. So 53-52 in favor of the Netherlands. Very tightly contested game. The USA 2-1 coming into this one. The Netherlands 1-2. Canada's 2-2. So for the standings, that means that if the USA wins this game, they will get the bye to the finals tomorrow at 12:30, with the Netherlands then facing Canada in the 9 a.m. game tomorrow. We'll have it right here on the Canadian Wheelchair Basketball YouTube channel, as well as CBC. Both of those games, of course. And if the Netherlands is able to win, all teams would be at 2-2, and then it would come down to a tiebreaker to see who gets the bye. Back the other way with it is Frank de Jong into the game, and on possession, dropped off for Mendo Opdenorth. Opdenorth trying to create space. Nice move towards the outside for him. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Opdenorth takes that long 2. Little bit strong there on that shot, and it's Williams who has it. Jacob Williams carrying it up the floor. Lots of space. Now finds Serio near side. Serio momentarily lost the handle, but gets it back. Underneath for Bell, puts it up, and it just rolls out. Gets the offensive rebound, though, for Bell, and he finishes it home. A nice shot off of an offensive rebound for Bell. And the U.S. back into the lead, 54-53. Pogenvish getting it for the Netherlands and carrying it back the other way. Robin Pogenvish feeds it for Mendo Opdenorth. Opdenorth, nice pass underneath for Pogenvish, but momentum forced him away from the basket. Feed goes off of a hand, and that will be a shot clock violation. Or in fact, the U.S. just gets possession. They'll play on continuation, so Jennifer carries it up for the U.S. Back for Williams. Williams under for Bell. Bell for Serio. Good ball movement from the U.S. Serio forced back 10 on the shot clock. Serio advances. Now feeds it back out. Over for Bell. He'll put that one up. Bell comes up a little bit short. And Pogenvish back onto it. Frank de Jong in for a moving Pogenvish. Cuts towards the basket, puts it up, foul, then he finishes it off. A nice shot from Robin Pogenvish. The foul and the bucket, so the lead back into the hands of the Netherlands, and Pogenvish trying to make it a 2-point advantage. Sub coming into the game for the Netherlands is Anil Sigil. We'll see who comes out for him. And Sigil coming in for Jory Van Trier, who checks out of the game. With Pogenvish at the line. 3:45 left here in the fourth. 55-54 lead for the Netherlands. It'll stay that way after Poggenvish misses his only shot. And now the Netherlands having to get back quickly with the U.S. attacking here. Serio up the far side trying to get it for the Americans. Williams in the middle. Puts that one up. And he's able to put that one through. Big shot from Jacob Williams. Teams trading the lead here. 56-55 for the U.S. De Jong. Back for Poggenvish. Poggenvish swings it cross court for Opdenorth. Opdenorth underneath. Heis even can't finish. Gets his own rebound though. And he's fouled on the play. So Heis even will go to the line shooting 2 after that basket, of course, didn't count as well. So even to the line, trying to tie and then give his team the lead. Good ball movement offensively for the Netherlands in this fourth quarter as well. They've been able to work it underneath the basket. Make some big shots. Even knocks down his first one to tie this game up at 56. Big shot coming right here. And the second one falls through as well. So a couple big shots from the free throw line for Heis even, who's been terrific for the Netherlands in this game. And they have a 1-point lead. Serio off towards Williams on the near side. Williams trying to cut in, finds Bell. He's got space. Bell goes back for Williams. Williams underneath Jennifer puts it up. Doesn't get the roll. And Opdenorth picks it up. Off the feed from Poggenvish for the Netherlands. Trying to extend their lead. 2:45 left. Even. Works it to the outside. Now cuts in. Opdenorth at the foul line. Double teamed momentarily there. John Boye on him. Goes towards the near side. Poggenvish going to put that one up. Comes up just off the outside of the rim. And Williams carries it back up. Jennifer took a little bit of a spill there, but gets back up now. And Serio makes a nice move on Opdenorth. Out for Boye. He puts that one up. Comes up short. Rebound ricochets towards the foul line. And it's the Netherlands back onto it. Up by 1. 2:09 left here in the fourth. Poggenvish goes towards Opdenorth on the near side. Back for Poggenvish at the top. Finds even. 2 minutes left. It goes out off of the Netherlands, and the U.S. will get it back. And the refs seem to discuss for a moment, but now the official call is made that the U.S. get it back. So a forced turnover there. And it's John Boye off the inbound. Works it back. Now into the hands of Serio. Serio cutting his way to the basket. Stopped up. Puts that one up. A foul is going to be called. 2 shots coming for Serio. And exactly what you want out of your premier player if you're the U.S. Him going to the line, shooting 2 to try and tie and then give his team the lead. Great game that we've had here so far between these two teams. They could face off tomorrow once again. That one misses from Serio, so he'll need one to try and tie it. Sets up and knocks down his second shot. So nice shot there from Serio. And tied up at 57 with less than 2 minutes left to go here in this game. Over for Poggenvish. Poggenvish inside. Opdenorth puts it up, no good. It will bounce out. The U.S. couldn't save it. They're going to give possession back to the U.S. there. And the Americans, of course, very pleased with that. Opdenorth was pleading that it went out off of an American, but to no avail, it goes back into the hands of the Americans. 1:30 left. The U.S. with a chance to take the lead here. Steve Serio works his way towards the left side. Now cuts back to the three-point line over for Williams. Jacob Williams back for Serio. 8 on the shot clock. Serio back for Williams from beyond the arc. He lets it fly. Comes up just short. Rebound collected by Even. A foul is going to be called against the U.S., so it'll stay with the Netherlands. With 1:07 left, they'll have their chance at trying to take the lead. Back and forth action till the very, very end. Both teams have had leads. Both teams have battled back. Physicality and turnovers like the one we just saw. Jennifer picks it off. Jennifer drops it back off for Williams. The U.S. with another chance here, a minute left to go. Williams inside for Bell, cutting to the basket, puts it up. It just falls short, but a late foul called. As Bell went down, but it'll go back into the hands of the Netherlands. Still a discussion being had on the floor, and now they're going to have a towel just come out to clean up a substance on the court, that is. With 55.3 seconds left to go here in the fourth. Pogoncic set to inbound. U.S. with a full court press here, in for Obdenorth. Defended by Serio. It's worked towards Even. Heiss Even, in for Obdenorth. Three hands converge on him and he's fouled. They'll take it side out, so not a shooting foul they deem. And 14 on the shot clock for the Netherlands with 43 seconds left to go here. And still a chance, but you could see the desperation defensively of the U.S. to converge in on Obdenorth. They knew also they had fouls to give, so that's a key. And it goes towards Even on the near side. Back for Pogoncic from beyond the arc. Decides not to take it, now takes a long two, comes up short though. It rattles out, and with 32 seconds left, it goes back into the hands of the Americans. Both teams unable to break this 57-57 deadlock. We'll see if the U.S. can do it here. 30 seconds left now. About a 8 or 7 second difference between shot clock and game clock, so the Netherlands should get the ball back as it's into the hands of Williams. Underneath for Bell, whistle goes. Three in the key, and that's a turnover on the Americans. And that goes back into the hands of the Netherlands with 19.6 left. Timeout called by the Netherlands. Wanting to talk things over one more time and try to draw up a play to try and win this game. 57-57, an intense, high-energy game here between these two teams to finish out a great Saturday of basketball. It's been a terrific day. Canada dropping two of their games in the morning to both of these teams, but convincing efforts from the Netherlands and from the USA. And it's been a very competitive game here. Both teams, of course, having played today, so no necessary advantage in that category with rest, though the Netherlands did have a few more hours after playing this morning, and the U.S. playing a little bit more recently this afternoon. And it'll be interesting to see what the Netherlands draws up here. Who do they go for? Pogoncic has been hot from outside at times. Obdenorth is their guy underneath. Bellers is not in the game. So it'll be interesting to see who they go with. Heiss Even has been terrific as well. Do they work him towards the outside on the wings to work his way in? There's still 19.6 seconds left, so not a full shot clock worth of time, but still a considerable amount of time to work it up the floor. And we'll see what they design here. Pogoncic off the inbound. Full court press, trying to buy time for the U.S. And Pogoncic quickly advances it up towards Heiss Even. 12 on the clock. Even cycling back. Netherlands can't get up the floor in time. 7 seconds left. Even trying to find an option. 3 seconds left. Even underneath trying to pick out the player Obdenorth. He can't put it up and home, and Ilsegal that was who couldn't finish it off at the buzzer, and he cannot believe he didn't do so. How about that? A last-ditch effort from the Netherlands could not bury it, and we will go to overtime after a quick break. 57-57 between the Netherlands and the U.S. We'll be right back with overtime action from the Ravens' Nest. Welcome back to the Ravens Nest here at Carleton University. 5 minutes of overtime here between the Netherlands and the USA in this final round-robin game of the Wheelchair Basketball Ottawa Invitational for 2023. The third and final game of the day. It's been a great one. Back-and-forth action, 57-57. 5 minutes of OT to determine a winner in this final round-robin game. The U.S. with the first possession. It's Steve Serio with it. Finds Brian Bell towards Williams on the near side. Williams trying to work it towards the far side for Bell. Gets towards him for Serio at the top. Serio puts it up. A foul. It doesn't go. 2 shots coming for Serio to try and give the U.S. the lead here on the first possession of overtime. But good ball movement again on the outside from the U.S. They haven't really been able to work it inside. That's a credit to the Netherlands. They've done a good job at keeping the U.S. shots to the outside here in the second half. Serio makes good on his first attempt. And we'll try to add to it here. Serio now with 13 points, trying to make it 14 right here. He's able to do so. So 14 on the night for Serio. Game high is Opdenorth, who's got 19 coming into the overtime. And he's going to be key if the Netherlands want to pull this one out. Nearly a turnover there. Jennifer with a tough full court press. Feed up towards Opdenorth, and now it's turned over. Great pressure from the U.S. Back the other way, Bell fouled. It's going to be an offensive foul. Wow, a big call going back the other way. The Americans cannot believe it. Netherlands will take it. And the referee seeing contact there drawn by Bell. And a nice defensive play by the Netherlands. Second foul of the game only for Bell, so he's in no foul trouble whatsoever. At least to this point yet. And it's DeYoung, another full court press from the Americans. Up towards Heis Even at midcourt. Even trying to advance it towards Poginvish. He does so. 8 on the shot clock, so a considerable amount of time killed off as Poginvish works it underneath. Even puts it up, and it rolls around before falling. Heis Even, 2 points on the board for the Netherlands. 49-49 with 4 minutes left here in the overtime period. Steve Serio thought about a 3. Now goes towards Bell. Serio on the near side, trying to drive in. Bell on the far end. Works his way in, now takes that 2-point shot. Doesn't fall. It'll roll off of a Netherlands player and out. So 14 on the shot clock, and the U.S. gets another crack at it. John Bowie will inbound for the U.S. 3:40 left in overtime. All knotted up at 59. Bowie goes all the way back towards Jacob Williams. Williams up the right side, works his way in. Now cuts back, 8 on the shot clock. Williams with time, puts it up and finds the net. Nice shot there from Williams. Gives his team a 2-point lead, and the Netherlands trying to find their way back into it. Stretch feed for Opdenorth. He'll put that one up, lays it in, and lays it through. Back and forth action at either end, and we're all knotted back up at 61. Now the U.S. looking to respond. It's Serio. Goes on the far side for Bell. Back up top, Williams. Williams for Serio. Bell on the far side. Moves in a bit, now takes one. Banks it off of the backboard and through. A nice shot there from Bell. And it gives the U.S. a 63-61 lead. Even on the near side. Has some open space. Now swivels his way back, waiting for some support. Even trying to drive the basket hard. Lost it, and that's going to be a foul called. Bell complaining that it was clean, but a foul is going to go against him. So now his third foul. And Even, who they deem was in the act of moving towards the basket, so a shooting foul, he'll go to the line. As Even at the line, 2:37 left in the overtime. Big 3 throws here for Even. Jim goes quiet as he knocks down a clutch first one. Everyone attentive at this moment in the game. Even. Could hear a pin drop. Knocks down both. Clutch free throws for a player who's been really clutch in this one for the Netherlands. Now Serio back the other way. Jacob Williams. Back for Serio. Makes his way in, finds Bell. Bell puts it up. Tried to bank it in. Unable to get a roll, though, and it's Pogenvish to try and give the Netherlands the lead. Pogenvish taken down there on the play was Anil Sigil. He'll get back up now, and they'll reset. Netherlands will retain possession. We'll see who decides to inbound the ball. It's going to be Pogenvish, and we'll see what they draw up here. Again, all knotted up at 63s. 2:12 left to go now as the clock runs, with Pogenvish picking it up off the inbound. For Heis Even. Even from this near side. Banks it home. Nice shot from Heis Even. And it's a 2-point lead for the Netherlands. 2 minutes left to go as well here in the overtime session. The U.S. looking to respond. The Netherlands with Even on D. Put it in towards Jennifer. Nothing doing there, but he's fouled. So he'll go to the line, try and answer for the U.S. And a couple of big free throws coming up for Trayvon Jennifer. Jennifer has been very solid as well for the U.S. From that exact spot as well, driving towards the basket, trying to create some space with support from Williams up this left flank. And he's able to get to the line here to try and tie the game. A little bit strong on his first attempt, so now going to try to bring his team back to within 1 with 1:50 left to go in the overtime session. Able to settle down and knock that one down is Jennifer. Pogenvish goes in for Even. Back over for Pogenvish. Pogenvish feeds it underneath for Obdenorth. Puts it up. Foul. It rattles around but falls out. So Obdenorth will go to the line and try to add on to this Netherlands 1-point lead. Nick Williams with his, Jacob Williams, that is, with his first foul. And Obdenorth with 3 throws. Missed on his first attempt, so going to try to extend it to a 2-point advantage. 65-64 right now. Obdenorth settles things down and knocks down his second. Feed comes inside for Serio. Steve Serio. U.S. down by 2, looking to fight back. 1.5 left to go in the overtime. Serio settles down, feeds it for Bell, far side. Bell underneath, Serio cutting, puts it up, fouled. And he'll go to the line shooting 2 yet again. So the foul is mounting up here, and both teams needing to make some clutch ones from the line to try and pull this one out here. The U.S. now down by 2, so a couple clutch ones coming up for Serio. First one doesn't get a good roll for Serio, so he'll try to knock down his second and once again make it a 1-point game. Second one also misses for Serio. Unfortunate there. He's been so good from the free throw line, but unable to knock those down. Now quick in transition are the Netherlands. De Jong misses that one, and it would have been an opportunity to make it a 4-point game, but he misses his chance, and now the U.S. trying to fight their way back. From 3, it's Williams, just a little bit strong on that shot. Picked up on the rebound by Pogenvish, looking for an option. Has to find somebody, finds Even, who in turn finds Obdenorth. Up the floor, nice feed towards Tvirts. Gives it back for Obdenorth. Obdenorth feeds it into the paint, Even there, falling down, finishes it off. A nice falling shot from Heis Even. They'll reset the clock, 4-point lead for the Netherlands. 48.9 on the clock. Feed in towards Serio, U.S. trying to advance quickly. The speed of Serio up the right side now. Cutting his way back in towards Bell, underneath Williams, puts it up, back to a 2-point game. Big ball movement there from the U.S. Jennifer trying to create a turnover, jump ball called. We'll see who gets possession. It'll stick with the Netherlands, but Jennifer with the full court press, nearly forcing a turnover. The U.S. down by 2 with 35 seconds left, 68-66 Netherlands. 23 on the shot clock. Poggenvish inbounds towards Ari Tvirt. Tvirt goes back for Updenorth. Mendel Updenorth. Inside for a streaking in Poggenvish. Puts it up, lays it home. Nice shot from Robin Poggenvish as he was advancing towards the basket strong. 24.7 on the clock, 24 on the shot clock, of course. Near side feed, Williams trying to put a 3 on the board here. A little bit strong. Rebound collected by the Netherlands. They'll try to get it up the floor quickly as with 13 seconds left, Poggenvish on the near side needs to be fouled. He is, as Boye comes over and Poggenvish will go to the line. So a 4-point lead, the U.S. needing to foul their way back into this one. And how about the Netherlands? Up by 4, ready to try and escape here with a victory. Trailed in this game at halftime, but were able to fight their way back into this one. Big free throws for Poggenvish. Knocks down his first attempt. 5-point lead for the Netherlands with 10 seconds left to go. And he knocks down his second as well. Timeout is gonna be called as the U.S. will reset down by 6. So a couple possessions at least. They need 2 threes really to tie, but we'll see if they have enough time to draw up a play late to fight their way back. Of course, you do need a foul as well with time down to 10 seconds. And we'll see exactly what they decide to do. Of course, they've got their big guns out there with Bell, Serio, Williams, Jennifer, and Bowie. And if this holds, which looks like it will, this score line, all teams in this tournament will be at 2-2. So it'll come down to a tiebreaker. Still yet to see what the tiebreaker will be to determine who plays in the semifinal in the morning at 9 a.m. here from the Ravens' Nest, and then the finals, which would be at 12:30. But fair to say, based on what we've seen, that these 3 teams quite evenly matched if everything comes out 2-2. The U.S. has won and lost against Canada, beat the Netherlands yesterday, and could potentially come up empty against them here. Inbound goes towards Serio. He's going to try to let that one fly. It misses, picked up by the Netherlands. Quick foul on Updenorth from Bowie. And the Netherlands back to the free throw line with 4.7 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. What a game it's been. Glad you've tuned in and joined us for this one. It's been a terrific, terrific game here tonight and a great weekend of basketball here from the Ravens' Nest in Ottawa. And we've got a couple more games to look forward to tomorrow. Updenorth short on his first attempt. The semis and the finals tomorrow. As Updenorth knocks down his second, 73-66. U.S. will inbound to Serio, and that will do it for this game. A terrific game of basketball between these two teams comes to an end. A round of applause from the fans in attendance here. Very, very strong showing from both sides. Thoroughly entertaining, and that's what we've seen all weekend long, capping off a great, great day of basketball, full of fun and entertainment, with a terrific game here between the Netherlands and the USA. Will these two teams meet again? We shall see after the seedings are decided, as this one finally wraps up with the score 73-66 after overtime was needed for the Netherlands. All teams 2-2 in the tournament. We'll see what happens tomorrow with the semis and the finals. Again, the final score 73-66 for the Netherlands. I'm Jackson Starr. Thank you for joining